Hello everybody, and welcome into another episode here on Double G Streams. And today, I've been playing some Magic the Gathering, trying to continue some more limited format stuff. I might try and do an edit up on my Mardu Control /burn, and see what I can do there. I guess I double check and see if there's any other cool artifacts that have come up recently. There were a few part of the big score extra printing of Under Junction. Plus, I mean, whatever. I don't thinking about like there wasn't a lot of artifact stuff that was really given up on in Modern Horizons 3 for the Mardu Control burn. Wish I could give it like a new name or something, but I mean, Mardu Control is gonna work. And yeah, there's some things I saw because like I don't even know if Isochron Scepter's here in Arena, and I don't know if that could ever technically come here to Arena. So, based on the way that works with rules and everything, there's key elements that made my Mardu Control list initially really good. And the key things here were Treasure Map being a draw engine, as well as set up my turn engine, and working well with Karn and his -2 that creates this the Construct 0/0 gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control, so at least enters the battlefield as a 1/1 if it's the only artifact that's there. Of course, with Treasure Map being a token or being an artifact in itself, that gives an additional +1. Of course, when this Treasure Map flips and becomes a land, it creates 3 treasure tokens, which can add towards the constructs, being a 4/4 when the first one enters, a 5/5 when the second one enters. So when you control them out and then finally have enough space to breathe and put down a Karn and just construct it, you get options in this deck. Right now, I might want to return this back over to 3 Karns. Probably going to drop down on the Obs because they're a little slow in the I want to say in the overall when it comes to even Explorer and all that kind of stuff. Maybe great sideboard tech is the Ob Nixilis, and I can maybe fit 2 over here or something. Maybe up my Kolaghan's commands. Maybe just use over this kind of stuff. So I gotta change up the package. It still has the burn stuff. Maybe Angrath's Rampage is too slow, or maybe it doesn't hit the right stuff. All depending. So I'm not exactly certain how to approach it, and even this Turgid, or the Lantern side of Turgid, where you tap the artifact, and the target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. So if you've already been, burning away their field, or board wiping the field, and then hitting them with Angrath so they have no hand, you're just draining them out, because it has 4 mana, untap the Lantern. So you activate it again, and do it again in late game, after you've played enough lands, do all that stuff, you've done your control, this is your another win con. But the problem is, you can only fit so much stuff in the deck. So what do you do? And there was another thing that actually works perfectly in this deck. I think it's like it was made just for this. This creature is a 3 mana 6/6. Whenever it enters the battlefield, if it wasn't whenever it enters the battlefield, if you basically cast this without using its escape cost, anytime this enters the battlefield, whether you, cheat it into play somehow, bring it back from the graveyard without using escape, return a creature of mana cost 3 or less to the battlefield. If you use that exterior effect, it'll bring it to the field, it'll immediately sacrifice itself, and go back to the graveyard. But whenever it enters, it has an effect. It deals 3 damage, any target, you gain 3 life. It's a lightning helix on a big 6/6 body. Talked about it before. This could also be a good late game finisher, because usually it's I'm gonna wipe everything out with this board wipe, and then gone through so many cards, my graveyard's filled. This thing can exile some things from my graveyard and then boost itself right back in, and it gets to stick around and hopefully close out the game alongside Angrath, who's been making this card and burn. So this thing definitely should be in the deck. But it kind of takes away from cards. You know what? Boop, boop. Up that. There we go. Actually, we're looking good so far. But there's more checks and balances I think that need to be changed. Do I go into a more discard package, make the Kolaghan's main board? Continue that. Here's damage. Here's damage. Here's your discard. You know, finally just shutting you down. You're done playing. Now we're gonna slowly finish you off here. I want to get that done, and in the historic format, which is gonna be a pretty tall order, pretty tall task. So now that I've over-explained and talked too much, and oh yeah, my chat is not on, I'll finally get there. So thanks for letting me vent. I feel a little bit better. And Dr. Red, good on you for being first, as always. Well in advance. Fit more. What are we trying to fit? But anyways, train go boom. That it does. Trains go very boom. Especially when they're that one card that make a player lose half their health rounded up. So, dude, he did not wait long to post in your new board there in your Discord. Your eponyously named Discord server. I was like, well, I just saw that screenshot somewhere else. Nice. I was like, I gotta find something else to post in the what's the name of that board that's just any other games kind of stuff, non-Pokemon TCG related board. So, oh yeah, Wizards. I wonder how much I need to change this up. Let's check the store, see what the theme is. I always have fun checking in on that. Right now it's Teferi themed, and actually not just Teferi themed. I was like, oh, you know, it's gonna be nope. I see why. But Teferi, when he was finally able to make a family of his own. And the funny part is, it's like, because he's a time mage, he's still technically aged a lot slower than his daughter. So his daughter has a card where she's like 50 years old, and Teferi's still his like near same self. Slightly aged, but hey, you're a time mage. This is what, a Prismari? I don't remember her name, but she's like the Prismari, like basically like head student for the Prismari over at Strixhaven, and of course, is it Kaya? I think it's Kaya. Ghost Hunter. The Ghost Hunter who defeated the ghost, and because she hunts ghosts, becomes the leader of the Orzhov, who were previously led by ghosts. Huh. I still got some packs to open. Oh, why not open a few, see what we get. I might need to do battle with some of these. Draw your third card in turn and just return from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It's fairy. I want to make a deck with Molten Gatekeeper. I totally want to make a deck with featuring this card. There's a few effects that I worked with in the past that I like this kind of effect. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, this thing is going to deal 1 damage to each opponent. Granted, it costs 3, but has the Unearth of 1. Unearth means you return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield for the cost. It immediately gains haste. You will exile it at the beginning of your next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield, and you can unearth only as a sorcery. So, Unearth is like, hey, this thing returns itself from the graveyard for a super low cost, but you get a one-time chance to use it. So, time it well. Hope you've got all your ducks aligned, or at least aligned enough to see if you can just plink off. Do your thing. Go Storm. Go combo. Now, this is an interesting card because it's also got a really cool kind of story to it. The Ripples of Undeath. 2-mana enchantment at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, your first main phase. Mill 3 cards, then you may pay 1 and 3 life. If you do, you put a card from among those cards into your hand. It's meh. Alright. The story says, as the monster lay dying, it stared into the eyes of the human who slew it. Decades later, it has yet to break its gaze. Pretty nifty. Just a funny little story attached to that. Oh, and well, a commander. I was gonna say a once favored commander. I wonder if people still like that. whenever it attacks you, basically get to, for free, cheat, and it was an angel, dragon, or demon into the field, and it's immediately tapped and attacking. It's like, well, that's potent. See some things here, like this whale, though. Do I have any thoughts on Timmy, Johnny, and Spike? Yeah, I think they are very awesome, very fitting archetypes. Have you ever heard them before? I was actually delighted to see a viewer of yours mention them, I think on your stream, was it just yesterday? And I was like, oh, somebody mentioned them, that's cool. I wanted to chime in, but I'm like, I'm gonna let everyone have their stuff. I'm like, I don't even know where I would want to start on that. So let's find out. Was in your subjectivity video? Oh yeah, somebody said it's something somewhere. I was like, I'm letting things be. But I'm like, that's awesome. I'm so glad somebody mentioned it. So I don't know how much you know about them beforehand. Like, I don't know if maybe I want to find out where your starting point is on those archetypes and then work from there rather than start from the base. Unless you want to hear me start from scratch. So, oh, and they also added another one now, Vorthos. They added Vorthos too, but it's a whole separate thing. Anything you want. Okay. I'll get started on that in a second. But Dreamtide Well, this thing is actually really cool, and somebody had a deck that used it very well and won in the game. It's super potent. So it's a 7/5 for only 3 mana. Doesn't have tackle, doesn't have trample, doesn't have flying. It doesn't really have anything extra to help it get into the red zone, but it really shouldn't anyways. But if you can get things on to help it get into the end zone, like, good on you. Because this thing is already pushed enough being a 7/5 for 3 mana. And they've been doing some of these 3 mana, like, it's really big, but here's your pseudo drawback. Here's your hard workaround. So this thing keeps itself alive by having Proliferate on it, but it's Vanishing 2. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, Proliferate. And that is both, opponents and you. So if they cast 2 spells on your turn, this thing will proliferate, plus you casting 2 spells on your turn or their turn, proliferate. So this thing can proliferate up to twice per turn. That's just crazy good. And Duolingo's like, hey, by the way, don't forget about me. I'm forgetting about you. Vanishing 2. This permanent enters the battlefield with 2 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter from it. When the last is removed, immediately sacrifice it. Just no qualm. It's so warm out. I'm going to have to replace a towel. So this thing, if you do nothing, you get 1 turn out of it. Because it'll enter, have Summoning Sickness, unless you can give it haste. Then you might still get 2 turns out of it. Sit there, go through a turn cycle, remove a counter. Now it can finally attack. Get in, swing in there. Nothing happens for another turn cycle. It's gonna disappear. So that's the story of that thing. If you don't cast anything, but if you can keep casting really cheap stuff and do 2 a turn, you kind of can just keep it going, keep it around every single turn. Or if you have other things that do proliferate effects, can keep this thing around. And there's plenty of those. And I think in both blue, green, and white, so that'll be interesting. I think this card has a lot of potential to fit into the older formats and keep itself around and be a haymaker, an extra threat, and I think fit the things. It's not bad. It's really good, but it's not. I don't think it has as strong of a drawback as other things do. Oh, good old Brea, another favorite commander, but they gave her the new Capenna look. Just nifty. Alright, so one more pack. I'll talk about Johnny, Spike, and Timmy. Where's it, Jimmy? Yeah, it's Timmy, Johnny, Spike. Man, the way they're encapsulated is so good. And I guess it's worth mentioning Vorthos as well, because Vorthos cares about lore more than anything. Let's see here. Automatically. Alright. Which one are you? Probably Timmy. Probably Timmy. can get in a spike mode, but I think I usually just get very can get a little too over focused maybe, and it's like gotta win, and it's like it can get salty. It's salty-o, you know. Get a little bit too spike. You gotta have that. You gotta have that competitive hunger too. So I think there's some decent summary of them here in this client. Timmy, power gamer. Timmy likes big plays, big creatures, and big wins. Their gaming style favors powerful smackdowns over sneaky mechanics. I don't know, I kind of like the sneaky mechanics. Like blue-green, like, oh, here's my little 3-2. Oops, cast a spell. Now it's a 5-3 and then trample and then do this and that. I mean, because sneaky can also go big. But I'll digress. So, yeah. Their gaming style favors powerful smackdowns over sneaky mechanics. And it's the sheer thrill of victory that keeps them coming back for more. Okay, maybe I am more Timmy than I thought. When they drop a monstrous beast into play, head for the hills. Just wait till they get their Gigantosaurus. Oh, you mean Colossal Dreadmaw? Galta? Voice of Hunger? Or something else? Something that's Tyrant of Hunger? I don't know. I kind of lean a lot in the Timmy direction. Dude, one of my favorite decks I had built up that not too many people played. Hardly anyone played the archetype in Standard. I'm trying to remember Hammer or something. Again, Hammer. I'll show you in a second. I can show some examples. Now, the other one here is Johnny, combo player. Johnny is the Cerebor player. Cerebellum. Johnny is the Cerebellum player who likes to set it up before knocking it all down. They deck build and play with unconventional options to show off their style and creativity. Win or lose, they're satisfied if their experiment gets results. Just wait till their Kark Clan Ironworks, Genesis Chamber, Grinding Stone, oh, and an extra Mirror Retriever hit the battlefield. And I want to say that card artwork on the shirt, if I'm recalling, no, I'm definitely not wrong. Never mind. I was about to say. I know the artwork, but I can't place it. But I'm thinking of the one spell that is a single. It's maybe it costs like 5 and a blue or something, but it has affinity for artifacts. So you have enough artifacts in play, then you go a single blue, draw 3 cards. Now I do like doing unconventional stuff and trying to like brew up something. You know, just does this work? Can I get those results? I do like that, but I don't know how to make a combo happen, but I still go for unconventional things, but I think in a more Timmy-ish kind of way. Then we have Spike, Tournament Grinder. Spike is here to win, and win a lot. They're a tournament player with ruthless strategies and the best decks to claim victory, no matter how slight. If they can prove themselves worthy of it in a competition, that's a day well spent. Think you've got them beat? Just wait for their response. Notice the shirt is the good old blue nope counter spell kind of attitude. And they're tutoring up some booster packs, which I did get to do a booster tutor once or twice during the what was it, Unstable, the joke set, where I actually like tutored up a booster. It's like open it up, put all creatures you find there into play. It was awesome. Did get some funny stuff. And one they added more recently, but kind of has no other bearing to the other 3. This one's just extra and kind of nifty. Vorthos, Steward of Myth. Vorthos is here for the flavor. Just like Guy Fieri. That doesn't mean they're not trying to win, they just get their greatest joy from playing cards tied to the lore that they adore. Watch out for their clever theming with a killer edge. Just wait till you see their Bolas deck complete with an Umezawa sub-theme. Or maybe an all bears deck. Stuff like that. So I'm gonna say I I'm often leaning in the Timmy direction. Decks, they go big. And sometimes they go home. Some of my best creations, which I hopefully didn't fully get rid of here. I guess I did make an Explorer version of my Azortifacts deck. But in Standard, I made this kind of deck that featured Stonecoil Serpent, which was really good at the time. Reach, Trample, and Protection from Multicolored, and there was plenty of that. Gingerbrute, a 1/1 for 1 with haste. But the thing that mattered most was all that glitters. Enchant creature, +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment you control. So this thing enters the field on a Gingerbrute and immediately turns it into a 3/3. And then you play more things and it just keeps getting better. And then I had strong things like Dovin's Veto to back it up. It's a counterspell that can't be countered. It's just the best thing ever. And I played it in a color scheme that I don't normally play, but man, I loved this deck, and people I played against really appreciated this deck of mine because in its Standard version, good for Standard at the time that I built it, people appreciated it because it was different. There was no other deck like it, and it could tussle very well and whatnot. And it felt more fair than another deck I had at the time, which I had made before it even became a deck, but then other people figured out the best version of it. I'm like, well, I'm playing it. And one person's like, I'm glad you're playing that deck because you're playing the, quote, the meta deck, because it's like, you made that deck before it was even a thing. So you playing it makes sense. I'm still getting tired of the deck. It's like, all right, I gotcha. I'll figure something out. Made this. This thing kind of like, seems like small, and then it just, wha-bam, wallops in there. Another favorite deck. Good old Blue, Red, and Soul. You might notice a similarity of themes here. Simple little Ornithopter, 0/2. Gingerbrutes are back again because, well, they came out later. It's ringing an $8 fist in Call of Duty. Gosh. Steel Overseer. Put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact creature you control. Hangerback Walker. You know, this thing is it's a XX casting cost creature, enters battle with X +1/+1 counters. And for 1 and tap it, you can put a +1/+1 counter on it, but it also gets the extra things from Steel Overseer. Oh, and we had Darksteel Citadel and Indestructible Land. Well, you're going to give any of these things, whether it be Ornithopter, or this Patrick Automaton, Overseer, a Citadel even, yeah, give it a soul artifact, and for only 2 mana, you have now a 5/5 creature on turn 2. That is stupidly big and stupidly fast, and after you're done beating face, you make certain to sacrifice something in response and go, alright, take 10 and sack this, take 5. Game? Shrapnel Blast, sacrifice an artifact, and then you deal 5 damage to any target. Often just your opponent's face. Now combine all this stuff with an extra outlet for something like that. Yeah, because this creature is a 1/1 for 3, back up 2. You put 2 +1/+1 counters wherever you want, and if it's, you know, that creature that you put the counters on gets the Thrill Seeker's abilities until end of turn. That combined with Agatha's Soul Cauldron, if you exile this card or that card to put a counter on something, anything with the +1/+1 counter. So it's the same. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. And creatures you control with a +1/+1 counter on them have all activated abilities of all creatures exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Or you can turn anything you want in this deck into another Hangerback Walker, Steel Overseer, Voldaren Thrill Seeker with its 1 mana, sack this creature. It deals power. Just you literally fling it at their face, and sacrifice this. Whoosh, throw it in their face. Lawsuits may apply. May apply. And Pommeler. Another deck from the standard heydays, which I do need to tune up, because I've always wanted to make this deck work in Pioneer. I'll figure it out one day. Figure it out. This was an awesome deck that I piloted in standard. Red-green. Electrostatic Pummeler. A 1/1 for 3 mana. When it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy counters, you pay 3 energy at any time, and the Pummeler gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is its power. So it doubles itself every time you activate it. So the game plan was to have a good start, maybe get an extra little like plink or 2 in, so you don't have to try and get the 20 on the Pummeler. And you build up energy, you get your little like sneak attacks in there. I wouldn't say sneaks, but you know, pick and choose how to get damage in there. And then you finally have enough energy left over, and you're gonna, you know, give this thing trample somehow, and usually plus something like, oh, this thing, you're gonna give it +4, +0, and trample to end of turn. And then you're gonna activate. Then you're gonna activate the Pummeler a couple times. It already has trample, and then it's gonna double up. So, heck, you give it +4, +0, it's already a 5/1. And then you're going to give it +5/+5, and then you're going to give it +10/+10 off of just 6 energy. So it immediately becomes a 2015 trampler. You know what? I'm noticing something about all my decks. Timmy. I'm a heck of a Timmy. Even this Mardu Control goes super heavy into this burn, hit face, bam, slam down, interact the opponent. You sacrifice something, and I'm going to burn your face, and I'm going to make you discard and take damage, and I'm going to exile everything. And this guy, and now Karn's going to help me find things and then make tokens that can help finish the game off and do all this stuff. This deck just, but it works in a more control theme then, but it's still staunch, it's stubborn, it's there, it gets at it. It's a Timmy deck. So yeah, Timmy. Definitely Timmy. I make things that go pretty well together, don't have too many moving parts, aren't too complex. Now, it doesn't mean I can't pilot a Johnny style deck. I have piloted a couple of those to great effect sometimes. What was it? Arcbound Phoenix? Yeah, Arcbound Phoenix decks. That was a total Johnny deck. I could pilot them. No. Yeah. Timmy plays things with impact. Johnny plays things that are interesting, nifty. It doesn't make them casual, and Spikes play whatever is proven. Whatever deck list. Oh, this thing placed top 8 in a couple different tournaments. I'm going to play this deck, even if it does or maybe doesn't align with what they normally play. Maybe they're just good at playing everything. I'll just figure out how to navigate the rock paper scissors of meta, and that's a Spike for you. So yeah, no, Timmy hits me. So I'm gonna pass that over to you guys. Where do you find yourselves on the triangle of Timmy, Johnny, and Spike? I don't think anybody's purely in one direction. I think it's a lot like one of those like I can't think of the name of those graphs. But, oh my gosh, I gotta kill a spider. BRB. Like, we're gonna mute up here. I'm killing this thing. Alright. Mission complete. Dead spider. Toby. Oh, I'm gonna need like 30 more glasses of water. Now, I think aspects of Timmy, Johnny, and Spike can apply to other games, not just Magic, but since they're kind of constructed under Magic, it's the easiest way to understand them. So, I don't know, hard to say for you as well. Well, Braden, you might also in the Timmy, but yeah, I think it's like I can't remember the name of those type of graphs that like kind of things where it's like where you have just a triangle or a full circle and octagon, you have different points where you're like, oh, so many points here, but it's only like 3 points here, and like it's the multitudinous little graph there. Dr. says it's a Timmy Social. The original author broke down the types into subtypes. They work for Pokemon too. I would totally believe it. I absolutely would believe it. There's nice to be no reason why they couldn't have also applied to Pokemon. But exactly what a Timmy looks like in Pokemon versus a Timmy looks like in Magic might be harder to identify between the two, especially if you don't know both games very well. But I'm sure after a little bit of examination, you'll definitely see some start to see the similarities. Like I would totally say, like the Block-Lax is a lot more of a Johnny style deck rather than a Timmy, and what I call more Timmy deck I've seen a couple things of. Charizard EX decks are probably a little bit more Timmy, and maybe even the I would say Arbok probably leans more Johnny. That Gyarados deck you were playing yesterday is a bit more Timmy, and that would mean Charizard's probably also Spike, stuff like that, and meta and all that. But there's some give and takes, but that's more about the player. It's a little bit more about the player than maybe the decks that they play. And of course, how they play them too, what their approach is per that individual deck is also going to matter. So, always a fun thing. I like the colors of Magic more than talking about the player archetypes. But I recently did a draft, and I completed it. So I only got one draft token. I'm gonna go over to Sealed then. Oh, bam. Done. And I'm finally having some dinner. Dinner. Blaster. Uh-huh. But yeah, that's also a good thing about Mark Rosewater is that he also does break things down. And kind of talks about overlap and stuff like that. I'll fetch land. Some things that lean in the Jun direction. This thing eternalizes for only 4 mana? Huh. That's nutty. Dude, what? Lurgoy permanent card. Huh. We're playing a Jun deck that kind of cycles Lurgoy creatures, or like discards them into the graveyard, and they immediately come out to the field. Whenever one more creatures control deal comic damage to a player, create a Tarmogoyf token. Wow. That's crazy that one of the best cards in Magic maybe has been so surpassed in power creep that it can now just be a token. That's astounding. Tarmogoyf is a card that used to be $200 per card. I don't even know where it is right now, but I know thanks to COVID and a lot less in paper play, made its price drop. The demand went down. I don't know if it's back up though. This thing received multiple reprints and it never went down in price. Maybe it took 3 reprints before they were like finally went from like 200 to like maybe 170, 150, if that. Here's your $200 token. Gosh, man. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I think there's only one Lurgoyf in the whole... One, maybe two? In the whole set, and I think they're both rares. I won't be using this Disa, though. I mean, still has a good second ability. One more creatures deal combat damage if you create a Tarmogoyf token. You're gonna get one token per combat damage. Not, if we're worded, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, this one's worded one or more, so you only get one Tarmogoyf. But can you imagine three creatures sneak through and get 3 Tarmogoyfs? Oh my goodness. Tarmogoyf is good because it gets plus, it starts off as a 0/1, and it gets +1/+1 for each card among card types in all graveyard. So it can be a maximum of a like 7/8, I think, in its rarest instances. Copy of any enchant. Power balance sure is interesting. There might be a chance to go more Junt if it gets there. There's even 6 as a card is there. Not too much white either, so it might be an okay support color in this pool. Lots of blue, and oh my gosh, this Reef Worm. I think it's nutty. Yes, it's just a 0/1 for 4 mana, but if the Reef Worm dies, it creates a 3/3, and if that 3/3 dies, it creates a 6/6, and if that 6/6 dies, then it creates a 9/9. And then the cycle finally ends. But I like how they make it so the artwork features the fish going after the worm. And then, yeah, kind of see the whale in the background going after the fish. And I kind of wish we could see the other tokens. There it is. And there's the whale with the kraken behind it. And then there's the final kraken token. That's pretty awesome. That's the kind of stuff I love to see. Loud doggo over there. Let's see here. Not bad in the blue. Not bad in the blue department. Ooh. Not too much. Three for 3 death. Only if you're drawn. 3 more cards. Yeah, black's a little meh. Instant, 2 black. See my Turkish. But it's only deals with the creature Planeswalker. This is basically like the card Corrupt, which costs like 5 mana and deals damage equal to your swamps, but to any target. Deals X, you gain X. But this one only does creature Planeswalker. Just, still good in the field, but the option to like hit face with it, pretty nice, but it removes an option for a red-black burn. Oy. Wow, the majority of creatures are in dog, I swear. That is the "why are you leaving me outside" kind of bark. That's like a protesting anger bark. Man, I just don't know what to do with this. This card is interesting. And this, the amulet enters the battlefield. You get 2 energy. Just a red artifact. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, the amulet deals 1 damage to each opponent. Tap, pay 2 energy, exile the top card of your library, and you may play it until you exile another card with the amulet. So it puts a card into holding and just keeps it there. Green's also really slim. It got a lot of like. That's why I got a lot of the colorless ancillary stuff too. Shucks. What am I gonna do here? Two of the. That's crazy. Well, I think this one's gonna go maybe Teamer. What else did I drop in here? Double check. Oh man. Be a very tricky one. Emissary dude gives you energy. Things exalted. 2, 3 energy cards. Wow. Like, these cards here are so good. How could you, like, not play them? For that only being a hybrid mana is really good. Okay. You're resuming live scores during stream. Nice. Take the cup home in game 6. I know, right? How do you go from like 3-0 to, oh gosh, was it? That makes it 3-2. Oh man. A bit worrying. Hmm. Retreat. Hmm. And this helps get things back. Interesting artifact. That. Want the incubator. Pardon me there, sudden sneeze. Another artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. No, I'm not going to use that one. 3 Mardu lands. Wow. Just add 8 cards. I could still go in the black direction of things. That works pretty well. You know, so like gets things back. A lot of artifacts in here. Don't need any, I guess. That, I guess. Nice to be colorless. I want one more than that. I'll do an amulet. Six full car. I don't know. Gave me 3 of these, of course it did. No. Again. Just cannot escape that. Or proliferate. I think get more utility out of these white cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them. No. Shucks. These do work well together. Taking the white route. I'll adjust the lands in a second, but I think this is going to be the right way to go. Because all these creatures are just going to enter the field. The Guide of Souls can beat them up, make them bigger, and give them flying. And now this stuff can just kind of play... a Civil Fab. I don't know if I need this Outlast creature, though. I have enough non-creatures, huh? Proliferate, definitely want. Let me see if there's another green or red that can go in here. I'm fine with the amount of white that's there. The Vanguard says, well, each careless creature. Prototype makes it red, though. Can fetch me a red or green. One mainly can only fetch me red or black. I'm probably better served by the Bloodstained Mire. I'm not even featuring black in here, so don't need that at all. 41 is a bit better. I have an exact Naya one in here. Close. Abzan. Oh, jump diver. It was not easy to build. Bitter might not be worth it. Better to just have like an axe over here. Maybe there's any way to forego the white though. Well, how many lands do I got? I had 17 lands. How did I not get an extra card in there? I'll throw one more, huh? Okay. Maybe the amulet will be the way to go, huh? Oh, shucks. I'm gonna try out power balance just for the heck of it. Never to the top of my deck, but throw in there. It's the fun of. Well, this is not good. Even worse. Pen. Arena. Can't even fetch me for the white. Split up for the best. Can I cycle this? Draws me a... Okay. Come on, anything bad again? There we go. Pass turn. Just gonna wait it out. Could play more artifacts. Maybe for 3, maybe 4. Wow, okay. Yep. There we go. Attack for 3. Nice aggro deck. 2 cranium rams. Must be nice. I would love for it to have a deck like that. Oh, man. Just gonna cycle it now. I'm not gonna worry about it. Dear gosh. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. made it to turn 5. Have 5 mana available, 2 Titan Vanguards. Yeah, I'll block. This guy, I guess, kind of sort of did his job. They're probably more throw that on this. I'll put that well. Cool, cool. My turn. Pass turn. And then I'm going to cast a second one. They're going to be like, holy crap. Say, if they do not throw out, make me discard. Which card? Discard. Farewell to the land. I was like, wow. That's fine. Double equip. Not a bad idea. And they actually have enough out there they can attack for 10. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright. Well then. I'll just do it again off that, huh? And this is a sorcery. Non-trample. Very tough. Well, we'll, keep that. Small little flyer. Just want to attack for 10, but I got a blocker. You heard cats where? I don't know where. Maybe not here. I mean, there are some cat decks, I guess, in the thing. The Ocelot's Pride or something. Creates a bunch of cat tokens. That's here set. Oh, I see. +6 +1. Ah, I didn't think it bumped it up at the end. Unless I could give my creature haste somehow. Okay, so I needed to make the big guy with flying work. It's trample. Okay, sure. Well, you had the win, so... They had it no matter what. Wow, they had a stupidly good aggro, black-red aggro deck. The one I've always wanted to build in Sealed Pool. That's aggravating. Let me double check the land count here. Now it's mostly forests. Okay. No reason the shuffler shouldn't be bugging out and giving me all white cards with all plains, or all white cards with forests, and then all green cards with plains. We're gonna shuffle her. We're literally tripping. Another chance to get green, so Chrysalis is on curve. Like, can be there. Not gonna be there. Nope. If only. Yeah. Expel the unlearning. No? Okay. Force. Got there. As meant. Man of value. What does this letter be? Mono white so far. Nice plains though. Must be a creature. You're gonna proliferate. So his counter goes on the stack first. Resolve gives us an energy counter so we can proliferate into 2. Stack with exactly one creature. And hit him for 19 so we don't give any more counters on the dice. So this thing has to remove 2 counters. Exile target non-land permanent. Lord controls 2 cards. Most interesting. White's an creature. Oh, that deals more damage than I thought it did. So, favorable attack there. The 3/3 attacks in for free. Because if they want to, the only way to kill it is for them to double block, and why give it 2 creatures for the price of 1? One blocker guy that can get bigger. Thanks. Okay. Put down this landscape. Could leave like a green open, but there's a way you can have there. Next combat attackers, just that. Coming in or 3. Oh, nice Gargantua. My turn. Ooh boy. huh? I'm just gonna cast it. And, next combat, next to attackers. How about that? And we'll end the turn. Cast to attackers. That's right, put a counter on. You're gonna get rid of my Titan's Vanguard. I tell them no blocks, you can go ahead and hit me. I'm also gonna get rid of the Earth's Incubator, and I'm just putting in that Outlast creature that gives me lifelink, because that is sorely needed. I think we discard something, huh? How about that? My turn. I actually didn't get rid of that yet. Good game, huh? I wonder what they mean by that. Next attackers. Alrighty, so they're gonna allow me to declare with this. I'm gonna trample over. It just has reach. Happy enough to have my field first and foremost. Okay, we're looking to draw cards to try and find an answer. Probably have him beat now. And say you may draw 2 cards. I'm like, alright, looking for an out. Found nothing. Alrighty. You know what, Braden? Whatever you said before, I think it didn't come through because it's just, I'm kidding, I never liked Riot Shield, so you set up a joke for that punchline. Did not show up. What if it showed up here, though? No. You say, yeah. Dropping off Incubator. Welcome to one of the deck there, giving me lifelink. Oh, +1/+1 counters. Nutty. I love alternating caps. That's funny. I love Riot Shield users. Just kidding, they suck. Says the brain. Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to drop off power balance and put the extra wing it in here. This is that hand. Much better. Well, not that much better. Still better. Get rid of, though. Probably that card. Yeah, I think we're good to go. This game makes me not draw land for like 4 turns. Yep, called that one. It's like, oh, they're like, oh, you got rid of your land spell card. We're gonna make sure you regret that. What does this thing say? So it's a weird card that gives every creature control the ability to put an extra +1/+1 counter on itself. But only on itself, and you know, only as long as this particular creature stays in the field. That's a weird one. Well, teach me not to ship the spell land, I guess. Kinda sorta got somewhere. I'll cycle this in. That cost is well 4, that makes sense. Cool. Like, you want to create a thing? Why would I not want to create one, you know? But I'm just gonna lose anyways. Like, their deck's just too fast. It's already set up. You just got rocked, Dr. Red. What are you experimenting? What are you changing up about Frostlass? I really like the way the Frostlass decks work. That is my style deck. I love that thing. It's so cool. I think you first mentioned it in one of your videos. So I'm like, dude, that thing's awesome. What do I do about this? It's definitely unique. The Frostlass abilities, or like the Frostlass type itself, or the archetype Frostlass decks, or we're talking about like what your experiments are. The card itself, super agree. The deck's good with it. It has lent itself over very well to a lot of things. I will say, there's been more combinations I've seen come out for the Frosted technology you've presented, but then ones you found afterwards. Like when you first showed the deck and it was like, Frostlass, Monkey Midori. I was like, wow. That's super nifty. And then you're like, oh, here's Frostlass, Monkey Dory, and some Venusaur. Like, what? Or maybe you should try it with this other card. What? Put it on Dodrio. What? Just so silly good. No attacks. Their deck is just everything better than what my deck does. What happens in sealed pools now, I guess? This game's really like, hey, you know how your sealed pool was kind of meh? Well, everyone else has these awesome sealed pool decks. Like, your stuff is so good, you should cry in KOS. Thanks for the gems, loser. I sure do love me some gems. Like, man. I'm trying to get the most out of all these, this nut container here. I mean, with a 10-11 tramp guy. Yeah, you might as well tag with both. I will block with the 4/4, yes. Because you're out of stuff and... I'm hoping to draw planes off the top. Oh, they're committed to the attack, huh? About time. Master blockers. Block here, take my 10, go to 1, hopefully draw a white. Gain a bunch of health back? Nope. I'm just gonna make plays, activate abilities. AFK, alright, have a good BRB. Oh. Maybe there's a better build here. I mean, 2 Chrysalis and 2 Titans. I mean, that's... You don't get more bonkers than that. Yeah, well. Good odds. And their algorithms. I should... Man. This is just... What the heck even? Only barely slightly better. Disneyland, yeah. We're keeping it. 2 land things. Need the white here, so we're cycling. rather keep the cards like... No, because it doesn't really help bring that back. Better off just trying to keep the guaranteed land or something. Actually, yeah. Keep the land. Drop this guy off. Yeah, it's Annihilator 1, but... Got a top end thing here? I mean...
If you need me,
both wing
I'll be in the library.
Yeah, play the land. We can expel the Tamio. Of course I drew that. Let's just slow you down a bit. Let me guess, Aether Spike. Ah. That's not the case. Okay. I'm gonna play tap. Put this down so we can get Writhing Chrysalis. Keep announcements. They're drawing cards. They're drawing cards. Yeah, I think it's more important to put this out. That'll only be a 5/6. Pick it up as is. On the field, and that's going to be a really strong field. They are drawing cards. They want land. They are hungry for land. Found one. Banned, huh? I have one turn to get in there. Oh, save that. Back for just 6. Welcome back. What's this guy? And they were holding on the dear life for their lifetime. And I'm now representing 15 damage plus 3. Come on. Representing 18 damage next turn. But they go to 6 lands. What can they do? Watch that. Nope. Their rebuttal is concede. Alright. That actually did its thing. Barely. Somehow. Shucks, man. I finish off the old Ghost Energy Drink Juice. Electric Limeade. It's a great flavor. We should get some of these flavors in, like, not an energy drink form. Why do energy drinks have all the best flavors? Then you have to, like, I have to actively not consume this so my heart doesn't explode. Or maybe... maybe have all of them anyways, eh? But seriously, whoever keeps creating like all the best tasting flavors and they only go to energy drinks, whoever's been deciding upon that needs slapped. We need some of this awesome flavoring and stuff that is not an energy drink. Please. Did you know that a whole monster truck is actually flipped into the stand? Ooh. Oh. Oh, shucks. Yeah, this is super cute, actually. Really, really ultra. And that's crazy. Like, for real, man? That's not... Did anybody get injured? People move out of the way in time, or... That... How long ago did that happen? face. What? Uh-oh. I'm just giving them, like... Yeah, this card is a problem card, that Marionette. Famous example is Las Vegas, but no one was injured. Oh, good. That means there were other times it happened and there were injuries. Uh-oh. Oh boy. We'll get there. I have the mana for this person. Sacrifice 2 draws. Return this thing from the graveyard to your hand. Oh, waiting for me, huh? Nice Reefworm! Now I wish I still had my kill spell for any of your tokens! Dog Umber. Gives my creatures Umber armor. I put it on one of my creatures, makes their creatures not be able to block her. Do I just put them at 6 anyways for the blocks, or what? I'm thinking that's what I want to do. I'll just pass. Oh, Annihilator, dude. Have a good extra BRB. Serum Visions on a 2/2 body for 3 mana. What happens when you take Serum Visions and add 2 mana to it? You get a creature! Messenger is... Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you create the thing. Okay. Alright, so they're about to be like blue-black, draw some cards. Kinda, sorta. Cyclist? No, not yet. I don't know how to go about this. I got this great blocker. Gonna let Ren do some damage here, and I think I'll just pass. Oops. Cancel. No. Enter. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna play the waiting game. I don't know who can outwait which one better. Crap, Abomination. Enters the battlefield. They're gonna tell us top card of the library, a card at random from the graveyard, and a card at random from their hand. Oh, it's gonna take my thing, isn't it? One there. I fucking knew it. Dude, the odds, and it could not have grabbed my... It could not have grabbed the forest or the Dog Umbra. Like, there was protection there, and... Just took the next biggest, beefiest thing. Because how could it... Dog Umber on their Reform and hopefully prevent it from blocking. That deck looks pretty sweet, almost like it builds itself. Right, yeah, we're gonna get rid of the Reform. Maybe I should build my deck, lean more into blue-black. Oh, this was a solid choice, so it had four gigantic bombs. Chrysalis, the Titan Vanguards, 2 of each. That's just a deck on its own. You emptied your hand, though. Huh. I'm sure they're sitting there in shock, like. No, they actually just token for the menace, dude. Yeah. I did. I really did. There we go. One, two, three, four. Just this. The thing can pump itself, so. Both in top deck then. Let's see if they draw anything. We do have trample, so. Alright, free block. Awesome. I got rid of their growing tokens. Hopefully they won't have any other sacrifice effects. I can make a humongous comeback in this game. Oh, this is an instant. Double target creature's power. That would... Got some options here. Do I attack with everything? I don't see any reason not to. I can get rid of the Gargantuan if they block incorrectly, so I can get rid of it any way I want. Yeah. Now we're gonna go to attacks. Boop, boop. They lose 2. We'll see how they block. Oh boy, I want to make sure this thing dies. Goodbye, Crabomination. So I hope. 14 damage, strike 10. They're like, no way. Oh. Wow. You're gonna hear me talking smack and got my cards in the right order. That game looked as good as done. They really didn't draw anything. Huh. Okay then. Well, opponent didn't really... I don't know. I don't know anymore sometimes. There was a TMNT truck. That actually sounds kind of familiar. I do recall that. It's like you know that feel of a memory you completely forgot you have, but now that it's been mentioned, it's like, oh yeah. That's what that's like right now. It's like, I totally do recall that. Absolutely. Alright, the likelihood to draw into green is pretty good, at least a 1 in 10, plus a couple lands that filter it, even though I got one of the lands that, that doesn't try to go find a forest. We'll see if we get there. Oh, they got a frozen bear. That's pretty cool. I'll throw the mountain out first. When were these bears available? I think they're around for call lines. Got the thing that fetches for green. What do you know? Playing, yes, I am going to go fetch for green right now. I'm not going to bore you with the waiting game details. There you go. I'm going to look from Discord. Oh, I think I remember what it looks like. Alright. Put down the Ewit. Because the original card is Eternal Witness. 3 mana, enters the battlefield, return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Ewit is now any creature from graveyard to hand when you adapt it. It's more into like the Simic theme. And creates a... How we got that? Oh, huh. Interesting. This thing adapts for 2. Yeah, first off, getting rid of your flyer that can just come back. Keep coming back. Next, we're going to activate ability. It's the land. Back or forward, you're not going to block, it's fine. And, play the land, crack it for, probably crack this for a white in the play. Signature Slam something, you get stuff back. Other lands though. So I need much red. I better to have extra red and all that. I've got the things that I need. Actually, or totally reverse that. Oh well. This slam. You can have your shaman tokens. I'm reading this. It's like, yes, I'm going to put +1/+1 on this creature. Give me that land again. No, go to combat. Ask you for 5, which is a very hefty amount. 1/3 your life total. 1/4, I mean. And they're willing to take it. Can't blame them, but means I'm winning in the race. So I wonder what else they have in hand. If they're more concerned with playing it, they're like, you know what? Yeah, I'll just take the hit for now. Keep my blockers for later. Five. Six. Put that down. filtered a bunch of lands out of the deck now. So hopefully I'll draw any more lands. One would hope. Use 20 if you gain 2, and that costs 5 per turn. Well, they're there. They can do that. That would be really good for that marionette creature thing. Wow. I drew another freaking... Gosh dang, man. You know... Sometimes it is just like, what in the heck? Not cycling that card. I think it wouldn't be so bad though. We'll pass, see what they can do. They might just choose to just activate. They can just have a good go-wide scheme. Like, get rid of this guy, though. Let's bring her Nuntaku. That's a landfall ability. It's pretty good. Like, I really want to attack for... Cast blockers. Yeah, I'd rather eat up the 1/1 tokens. You can gain your 3 for hefty, anyways. No way, man. Drew another land. It's just like annoying. I'm gonna get an extra block route up as well, so I guess we're just planning on reading out and like draining me with that. Sure. I get my thing with lifelink though. Alright, it filtered so many lands out of the deck. Alright, please draw not a land. Click on this button up here. I see some Discord image. Yep, I remember that. I think it had 1 or 2 different looks. That one is probably one of the older looks for that Ninja Turtle one. I swear there was another one. But yeah, that's the Ninja Turtle truck I do remember. Oops. It's all there. Everything else down here in my Discord. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Pass. I was your runners rough, but it ran Mike at least twice from what you're aware. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I swear there was a time or two they went. They did go different. Okay. Put this in play. This is gonna leave us with something to do. Cool. And now everything's getting better. Cool. We also had vigilance, that'd be nice. Mountain, I don't care if Carolus Source or the one with Annihilator. Resolve. No attacks. How about the boss? I just want the Outlast creature. Modified creatures have a lifelink. That'll get me out of this jam. I'm like, oh, I can attack for 6. If you say so. Wonder if Death Touch though. That'll get by. My other like one-sided fight card and stomp that out of existence. Yep, make you another insect creature token. That's cool. Just getting tons of landfall effects. That's busted. These tokens have evolve. Yeah, that worked pretty well together. Wow. Oh, those things are rare, and that's why you never really see these together. Three more cards? Well, yeah, I guess because of alpha that activation. Like, you don't even have to... attack, they can just... That's real late to the game. I'd still get something out of it, we'll see. And pass the turn. Counters and a flying counter, yeah. Gosh. Make it resolve all. I mean, nice. Them. They haven't said anything yet, as far as I know, so we'll see. Oh, come on, game. Game's really gonna be like, oh, putting a timer on you. Why? So dumb. Because I have to sit here and wait for all those things to resolve themselves? I'm just sitting here doing math. This one with like 5 tokens. Plus these added things, which mean I have to lock them, so it's like you're still gonna end up with what, everything? Or it's 20 block. How many things? Cast blockers. I think that's menace. Okay. Looking at a best case scenario. Like you're still gonna get through for enough. And because that's still 12, so we go like that. I'm just gonna put this here because it doesn't matter. I'm getting my casts. Thank you. Well, they went out there. Some interesting, cool combinations that definitely only occur over the course of a long game like that. So cool to see their field just built up off of landfall and adapt. Like, wow, what a set of card combinations. Interesting. Definitely don't get to see that every day. right, Dr. Red, you have a good one. Take care. Thanks for stopping on by. And let me fill up some of these things. Red spells, do blue spells, and white or blue spells. Wow. Two daily missions I've found for white or blue spells. Huh. Alright, I guess we'll go over to some inner draft. I'm gonna take a moment though to clear this out. We're calling hydration sauce. It's feeling a bit warm and stuffy, so be right back. Confused with stuffy doll. Destructible 5-man creature. Nothing quite says warm day like a drink that actually draws water out of your system. So, just from there. Tried to make that pour out a little bit less violently, but it just wasn't having it. Alrighty. Try to get situated here and there's the draft table. Let's get a bunch of people all at once. Cool. Wow. Wowie wowzers. I mean, Nadu Winged Wisdom is supposed to be stupidly good in Constructed, but I don't know how good it is in Limited, especially Draft. Probably better in Sealed. Constructed with vulnerability, library. Lands go on the battlefield, otherwise put in your hand. Triggers twice each turn. Such a weird one, but I'll take it and try to build around it. We'll see what we get. It's a utility card. Very build around me kind of card. If it were, I got another one for Constructed. Before it gets banned. Probably banned in Commander or something. I guess Brawl is the format. Here on Arena. Ruby Medallion. Guess we'll wait on that. Blooded Strand, huh? And this might allow us to pivot into a Bant style deck. Or to say what's going on here with just pack 2, but I'm going to white on the field, so pick up this late game bomb and try to work from there. See if we can tweak out the band color scheme. Green, blue, and white. Though I forget which one's supposed to be the most prominent in band. I want to say white's the most prominent color in band. Or maybe it's like blue's. Yeah, definitely blue's the most prominent part of band. No covered waist. I'm going to get one of those. Eve of Existence. What does it do? Up a target, up to one target non-creature, non-land permanent. Mana value 4 or less. Huh. Almost like that 1 4-mana creature. A copy crook, I guess. We get there. What does this thing do? Blue right now. Saw some removal. God, quite the curve already. 3, 4, and 5 on band. Like that. Can probably even go without it. Pearl makes white spells cost 1 colorless less. Pretty good. What does this do? Island. Next Kestern has improvised. Meh. Would be cool, but not needed. Not looking a bit open in these color schemes. Take that for right now. I'm going to take the filter land while it's available. I can get me one of any of my 3 colors I've already selected. So hopefully that'll help. There's been a lot of medallions. It's crazy. There was a red one, a white one, now a black one. The red and black one going around means somebody's going to have an awesome artifact deck. Dude, someone is all set up for the artifact deck. Take the Void Crawl. Over the Shapeshifter, just for a little bit of that extra. More for the card draw than the add mana. Oh, this is Meddler, but I already got a top end. Maybe I want the land filtering, but I'm not going for like the blue-green, the typical blue-green stuff, the shenanigans. Admiral Truths. That guy's also really good, that Inspired Inventor, but we got a lot of 3-drops right now. I'm going to go for the early game Bestow Creature. Windswept Heath might be the best pick here. Actually, that spells mana value. Actually, there's a lot of top end here. I'm taking this Vortex over the Windswept Heath. I really like it, but pick 7, it could come back. But this thing cares about anything power 5 or greater. Cast a creature spell. I was thinking mana value. Nothing I have has power 5 or greater yet. Could find things. The whale can do it. Not. More counter. If the Viper's nice, but I'm taking the extra land filter. Vortex was a mistake. I definitely should have taken the Windswept Heath. It has cycling. We're going to take the Cycler. They took the Flooded Strand, not surprised. Part of... Ooh, no, there it is. Expel the Unworthy. I'm gonna take the fetch land. Taking Demon Inferior. I'm gonna take an Elemental Blast. Why the heck not? There are plenty of multicolored spells. Unless they're all drowsy spells, then you're kind of sad. Second Null Elemental Blast. And into the sideboard with that. Well. I don't know how to feel about any of this. This thing has a merge. That's pretty good. Of the two target permanents. Just encountering each of them. Or the emerge cause is very nice. This Decree of Justice will work very well with the Void Crawl. Any others of them? Boy, if I had a deck that cared about landfall, boy, this landscape is doing the work. Two of them already. I'm gonna go for this Riddle Keeper. I think the Decree of Justice is gonna pass around. There's a second one. Holy crap. How much of a very late game deck can I make here? We'll see. These lands are islands. The Riddlegate Gargoyle, though. Enchantment and opponent control. At 4 mana. Got no 2-drops. All the more reason to take this one. Ooh, the Worm. Do I take it, though? I might. Vortex cares about 5 or higher. Not a lot of green that I've picked up so far. I'll keep my eye out for that. Maybe Strength of the Harvest just in case. Alright, 6 non-creatures though. I'm thinking the Nyxborn Unicorn to help get that going. Line number complete. Line number, I can't read it. Ooh, an extra Riddlegate. And you whenever you attack, and give another creature flying until end of turn for cost of energy. I'll worry about the Cycler later. Having another one of those would be cool. That 2 mana creature for 2/2, the one that gives all your colorless creatures +1/+1 and makes the cost above 7 one less to cast. Pass on these 3. Interesting. Guess I'll take the Ember Zoa. Strike might be the way to go. Do I have Reform? No, but Reform combined with that Phyrexian Tower, that sacrifice creature, create 2 black mana. A sacrifice outlet for this card is just really good. The Visions though. I think the card, it can maybe work out. I don't think it's the best pick, though. Ewit or a 3/3? Yeah, 3/3 for 2 with Vigilance sounds pretty good. I'm just gonna take this Harbinger of the Seas. I need it from a collection of merfolk anyways. I like the battle wagon, but I don't think I'm using it. Probably just take the island. Worry about other stuff later. I'm gonna just add a sideboard here. I'll take the swamp. Thank you very much for swamp. Plains. Historic card. Weird. Angel Runes actually works very well with Monstrous Vortex. I might want the area auxiliary, but oh hey, whatever. Definitely with this Nightshade Drab. What does this do? Target permanent card with mana value 3 or less. Proof from each color Annihilator 2. Well, that is a super ultra amazing top end, and definitely want that. Definitely trying to get that far along. Players cannot tap more than one non-basic land during their untap steps. Interesting. Propagator drone. No, I'll take this form of removal, I guess. I don't know what's good to take, what's worth taking. So warm. Turn elf and untap. Definitely take an extra lurker. No, I don't think I have a lot of removal. Like that Utter Insignificance was the name of it, I believe. Layer Fortitude. That token contains permanent control, gain hexproof and indestructible. Might be a good surprise card. I'm taking it. How does popular work? Create a token that's a copy of a creature token you control. You get one extra token per... 2 Emberzoas. That's weird. Yeah, I guess I'll just take the Polluted Delta. On the sideboard. +2 in fight. this a 3-mana spell? I'll still take it though. Got that card. No way. Thing's exalted. Take that one. Take that. Objection. Extra Drown Yard Lurker. Get out of Vortex. And this in the sideboard because it's just a random card. Why would Symbiote? Because why the heck not? Actually, I do need that. Perhaps. I'll see. Which land did he give me? Didn't give me a land, I'd be like, wow. Waiting right here. Emberzilla. Waiting for the server. Okay. I only have to remove 6 cards. Better than my usual. This can be an energy deck instead. Kinda, sorta, maybe. It's already a 2/2 flyer, so. The Harvester. Get over a few creatures and maybe a non-creature spell or 2. Keeping the Decree this time. Even the Vortex, because I kind of wanted to work around with that. I'm doing a card wrong, so Demon Fear can go away. And any of those, yeah, getting rid of Copy Croak. An extra Emberzilla, even if it does fit the theme. Emberzillas are just gonna be like one-time blockers, pretty much. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Voltstorm Angel. Only being an 8/4 for 7 mana is kinda lame. But if things have exalted tokens, I guess I'll see where I get with this. Energies. I guess I could have played the other things better. Things of power 5 or greater. All the Eldrazi's. Either of these like 8-cost things could cycle into this 5/7 flyer. I think I'm gonna get rid of this Voltstorm Angel, as weird as that is. Or I could just maybe get rid of one Drown Yard Lurker. He has Merge. Keep Voltstorm as an outlet. I usually like my 41st card. We can force those. Need too many, I guess. When I feel like I need way more force than 3. Yeah, that's better. So play like that. See how it goes. Well, night for Magic the Gathering. Just want a night in general. Playable. Start with the Wave Breaker, though. I honestly don't think so. I think I'm definitely going to wait to bestow this on the Gargoyle. Having a 3/3 flyer with prowess seems pretty awesome. I think that's Samwise. If I draw land next turn, cool. If I don't, well. Planes. Wow, got there. 3, 4 flyer. Only 3 mana. Bant flyers. Seems kind of good. Dude's gonna give me 3 cards on my creatures? Bro, what? Put down more flyers than your body has room for. 5 in the air. Fine. Yeah, 6 energy to use and no point to using it. But I can cycle this card. Pretty sweet. This null elemental blast is not going to do me a darn thing. It probably won't do me a darn thing the whole draft. That's cool. No blocks. Hexproof and the indestructible. Alright, the bottom of that thing. Swings around. Yes. Back for 7. Decline. Yep. Basically cycle that card, gain 2 energy. Cantrips, as they're called. Moradin. A funny pun on Mirrodin. Like, alright, what do I do? They're gonna go get their land. I got no flyers. My turn. Welp. Next combat. I'm just gonna cast it. Decline. Well, this thing can find... Wait a second. I just realized something, huh? When this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, that means anytime that these guys target anything, whether it's going to give something a fun, they're going to find me cards. Wow, that's dumb. I could have been finding a lot more cards a lot faster. Crazy. Alright, solid win there. That worked out. It kind of wasn't even meant to be an aggro deck, but hey. Works, it works. Take them W's, as they say. Sun City Hustle. Nice. Which city is the Sun City? Oh, I really don't know. If I draw planes, cool, and if I don't, still got a Void Crawl. Void crawling in my skin. These Eldrazi tap 4 mana. Well, most of them sacrificed. Don't know what I'll cast. Guess I'll draw some cards. Keep drawing me white cards when it gives me no planes. Oh, you wish you had 6 planes in the deck now. You went up to 3 forests, you fool. Where's the deck up to 4? Oh, interesting. I'll put Mardu down, because Mardu can get me at least one thing. They target it. Rest of his heck card. If they don't play land for turn. Okay, there we go. Well, cool, I guess. He has a merge -3. That's 5. 6, 7 makes it 4 mana to cast this thing off the back of this guy? Oh, man. Land, please. Just now's your time to actually draw me land. 2 lands in a row. Both, none of them are white. What do I have? 2 forests. We'll get the island. Bottom of the forest. Then I can cast out the Void Crawl and get things anyways. Any chance at Null Elemental Blast, so. And if I get to cast this for the full 8 and not even merge it, even better. Creatures in the field. Okay. Even charm the things. Kind of annoying. Three, 4. I guess I should have kept the extra land because then I can cast this thing. Well, for the merge. as well, huh? This thing that's flying. Nifty. Now I'm super wishing I kept all the lands on top. Alrighty, we'll just pass. I don't want to merge this card. Yet. Nice. A second one. Frickin' sheesh. Wow. I'm about getting there. Oh. Everything costs 8 and I'm missing 1 mana that I put at the bottom of my deck. Yeah, I guess I should have just not gonna merge it yet. I am gonna draw a card. I'm gonna try and draw. Draw no more lands. You know what? I can bide my time. Ooh, I'll totally put this thing down. Good emerge creature, I guess. Better emerge target out of this guy. Tap things down, have the flyer. Hopefully make it by next turn to get a... this thing. I feel like I won't be drawing any more lands. We have a better chance to just... better opportunity to just sit back, draw my own things, and wow! And their own Nadu. Frickin' sheesh. You really? Why? I will gladly take that block with your Flesh Raker. He's careless permanent. Oh, that just gave me life for all my hands. Plus this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They gave me 7 life. Huh. Annihilator 2, which means they have to sacrifice 2 creatures whenever this thing attacks. I'm sorry, they have to sacrifice 2 permanents whenever I attack with this thing. And if I give this thing flying, that will be nice. cast it as is, wait another turn to try and get a white source. At 0. I'll just keep a nice 5/5. If we had to bestow this onto the Breaker of Creation. Just wow. I don't have any good blocks. Unfathomable truths, right? Connive stuff, got it. Non-new activations. Fair enough. Fair enough. Really? That's cool. Man, really? We'll get the planes now, I guess. We're on a bit late. Still have good blocks, huh? The net follow from the nuts canister with them around. Interesting. Their deck got to survive long enough to actually do the things it wanted to do. Cool. Really? Now they will permanently always have... They discarded Flare of Denial? That has to be a misclick. What? Enter as a copy of like my creature. That's annoying. Cool, you won. Nice, congrats. Not really. Huh. Oh well. I think I did have an opportunity to like go fetch some. I'm trying to think, did I actually lose that game just because I didn't keep one extra land at the on top? The shuffler was like, yeah, okay, hey, man, whatever. Run. Are they literally referencing Sinistar? This hand's solid. Wish I had some like land cycling effects. Okay, well. Heard this song enough times, you know? Do plains, forest, keep this colorless up because I can go fetch my blue at instant speed. Use it right away. I can just draw out. The emerge. Actually, no, this one's the emerge one. That cycles. And turn for vortex off of this visionary. Frost Claw's technically attacking for 2. Cool. Oh, hey. You can get there off the watchdog. But hey, one, go get me an island. Where is it? Are we waiting on them? Four mana emerge. I want to get the vortex out. Has to be power 5 or greater, and the discover is equal to its mana value. So it cannot give me another lurker, it cannot give me that one angel. This thing can get me anything. Give me that card. Not gonna give me that card though. But yeah, that's fine. Not give me a watchdog either. The best way to emerge. Emerge victorious? Well, we'll see. Waiting on the opponent. Who has Dwayne? Dwayne the pet. Dwayne the pet rock. It's like people eyebrow. Poof. Don't need any colors. No. What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? No tech. Don't wait out. I don't get to get to go ham with Riddle Keeper. Nice activation. Nice creature you got there. I got one too. Like now you can cast it. Stun counters. I may not play this card. Wow. Thanks. You kidding me? Wow, okay. I guess breathe your last. What? I'll kick her for 5 mana total. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of your big old flyer. You can sacrifice a creature to Flare of Finality. There's a Flare of Fortitude. Flare, the white Flare. Okay. I'll attack. Dissolve, sure. And I cannot get rid of that, but, well, okay. Quite the trade-off. Sacrifice it, though. Attacking in for 3. Cool. They really? No available targets. I'm just surprised. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just cast it and hope I get something. Well, that was kinda sorta okay. Weird. +7/+7 Vigilant. It's gonna get +1/+1 for each creature and/or enchantment. Nice. I'm trying to figure out what to do. You can still attack with Bird. 1, 2, 3, 4 +4. Attack for 11. Yeah, seems cool. Then 6 mana to get a single angel, 4/4 flying angel. 8 mana to get 2 angels, which I'm 1 mana away, so I think I will just wait it out. Yeah, we'll play this creature. What are they deciding upon? What do they have in their hand? No reason for me not to attack, because I don't think there's anything that just grants Death Touch. But if you're gonna block, sure. This value of 7 Vigilance is just a humongous, boom. Roman Decree of Justice for 2/4/4 Angels. Would be crazy. Even a single one is pretty huge right now. Block, she can attack for 1. I don't really care. Just because you attack with me and then have to block, so. X equals 6, then you may pay any amount of just for each artifact, creature, enchantment with mana value. Okay, sure. Good thing I have Decree of Justice. Come on, land. Guess we wait on the Decree of Justice for a bit longer. Has vigilance, we'll wait. Dude, cast your gigantic 5/5 flyer. Cost you 7, 8 mana total, which you have that. You can make a big 5/5 for turn. They're doing the Decree of Justice as well. Okay, sure. You as well, huh? Or does a guy want 5 of them? Okay. Yeah, we'll pay it. Nice source. Okay. I'll wait till like next turn to do that, but hey, it's whatever. And then next turn I can create a whole bunch of my own tokens. Three, so I create 4, that becomes an 11. It'll take like 2 turns, but this is going to be hilarious. Blowoutsville. It's 2 energies, so this goes into 6, goes into 4, so yeah. It will get done. Make them block. Make them really, really block. Really? I hope I get a land then. Ah. Oops. Creature you control attacks alone. It gets +1 for each. Oh, exalted. Okay. Exalted triggers. Attacks. We'll wait. I have a way to remove my 1 angel token, though. Well, that'd be hilarious. That's so aggravating. Another dog Umbra? Nice draft. That came out of turn way too late. Well, not that you have to sacrifice a non-token. The best thing would have been like there, and then sack that dude. Everything they have is like mono-colored. Freaking crazy. But they're gonna win anyways because of that guy, so it's not really gonna matter. They'll just take the damage, no blocks. Heck with everything, I die. Yeah. Yeah, you win. Our stuff worked out this well. Only in silver? Be some timing. I can math it out as much as I want, it wouldn't matter. Considering the way their cards went, my cards went, there's no other way I could have played it. This Magic Stream's not gonna last as long as I thought, but we'll see if I can do any edits to the Mardu Control deck. Makes it work better for historic. Maybe it just turns into a more pure Mardu sort of burn deck. Options there. Oh, for the gargoyle, can turn one that. Yeah, this seems to work. This checks out. This actually doesn't check out, because this gets me the green, so I can't actually do that. Can't get things on time. Shucks, man. Well, all I can do is hope that we're all forced. Otherwise, everything's gonna turn. Wow, it happened. I don't believe it. I absolutely do not believe it. Hello, Shiba Inu companion. Big action. What here? Look at my hand. Cool. They're like, wow. Every possible thing. I only have to twice per turn per creature. Well, I will land for turn 4 at least. I like this card is the problem. I gotta deal with it. Want to expel the unworthy? Well, no. Null Elemental Blast. You know what? I'm gonna sacrifice a thing for it and get to keep an activation. I put that into my hand. Sweet. guess I'll just bestow it. This is broken. Act for 5. Alright, if they can't deal with my creature now, there's not some sort of dog umbra. Here, since it's an apple. So you had apple max? Apple macaroni? How'd that even work? Would you just, you know, boil it in apple juice? It sounds like that would caramelize. Dude, would apple juice just caramelize into a sauce around your macaroni? I don't want to be the chef that tries to experiment with that. But how you doing today, Kyle? How's it going? I'm about to Bridgeworks battle this. Oh my gosh. They're doomed. They're doomed. There's no way. Wow, I actually get to, like, just beat face on my opponent. Cool. Overpriced circuitry. Yeah, fair enough. You know what? Do I do the thing? I'm doing the thing. You know, I'm just gonna do the thing. I'm doing it. To fight them and hit them for 7? I'm just gonna try and cripple my opponent. I hope they have another null elemental blast. Why would they have 2? I mean, my deck technically can have 2. What's the likelihood they have 2? What is their thing waiting upon? Oh, I don't think they realize that they have the option to, quote, sacrifice this instant speed. So they're just like, oh, oops, my turn. Yep. Combat. So it did find me a land. Nice. The experience, not bad. Pre-taste with aftertaste of a soldered. Yes, this is damned. Okay, we're waiting on them. I'm like, what's happening with the game here? Did it freeze on me? Did it break? How's the gaming going? The gaming, it's okay, I guess. Not been the best, but it is what it is. Alright, they called it a match. They said, I'm out. I have those 2 losses. Well, I got my stuff back. Sweet. As Marie says, I'd rather eat a splatter shot. Yeah. Only just got to 2 wins and 2. Oh yeah, it's been a night. It's definitely been a interesting one here on the Magics. Magics has not been that fortuitous. It's been a very... Everything's just been unlucky for like the past forever. Oh. Don't want to get rid of this land. I don't want to get rid of this card. It's a really good card to just turn into a land instead, but I get some stuff done here. We'll see. No elemental blast is kind of, but all right. Keep 7. Better. Oh, you're heading back to America tomorrow. Nice, man. Nice. You would have got there. I don't believe it. But I still have a white source. Guess I'm still putting this down. Well, hey man, have a nice, great, safe travel tomorrow. Since you're in America, I guess I need to get your fathers. How long are you staying in America this time? A whole week, a whole month? What you doing? Hope you get a nice, long, lengthy vacation. Also, for those who don't know, it's Kyle's birthday, so Kyle, happy birthday to you. Habib Tafide, as I always usually say. I'm a little bit less enthusiastic about it. It's just it's been a time frame. Okay, so that thing has 5 power toughness. Attack for 4. Oh. Wish I could, like, unz that. Oh well. You're going for the entire summer break. Dude. Sweet. Okay. So that thing's gone next turn. I think this is gonna cost me 5 mana to get rid of. White. Just play that for turn. I'm not even worried about it. This creature is gone. Cool. I took my son and didn't care. Wow, really? I actually forgot. I was thinking one number less. You're 17 now. Dude, man, wow. Oh, as I told Logmew, it keeps happening. Logmew just graduated from high school this year. You're now 17. You're graduating next year. Like, I told Logmew, the more, as time passes on, everyone else you ever bump into or meet, they're gonna grow up. I mean, the kids that I met at Top Deck in 2013, they're already out of college. You know, and I met Logmew and Wandy. I won't say his full name. I could have said the full thing of 5 names, but no. I realize it's a bad idea. So Wandy, doing good. So yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure Wandy's out of school now because. Or he might be going out of school maybe next year. I think he was only a team bit younger than Logmew, or maybe it was the same age as Logmew, so maybe he's out now. Please cancel. Did that wrong. This guy, I'm still attacking for 4. So yeah. It'll happen to you one day there, Kyle. It'll happen to you one day as well. As much as Logmew, as much as you, as much as Aiden, as much as everybody. You'll start bumping into people. You know, you might eventually bump into people who are younger than you, and you'll be like, do your best to give them advice and be a mentor and all that kind of stuff. And then next thing you know, years will pass and you'll be like, hey, this person you've known for a bit is actually now significantly older, starts driving, starts, you know, graduating from school, maybe does post-secondary stuff. That happened to everyone else. It's a cool thing, though. It's a bittersweet thing. It's like, holy crap, that person's older. I'm older. Everything continues on. So, we play those 2 games now. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Well, many blessings upon you, and congratulations upon your another completed trip around the sun. destroy target enchantment. Just wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, one more mana. I can cast this thing and get a monstrous vortex activation. One would hope that would go well. It won't. But yeah. Give me more activations of that guy? I mean, sure. Okay. We're gonna attack for 3. Wow. Another card on top of the land. Make the sound go wonky for a second here. I'm playing for 3 hours. Feels longer than that. Love Arena Shuffler. West. All the West. You know. That's cool. Why you give me the timer? I clicked past my turn. Come on now. I'm like, oh, you're thinking your timer because you're wasting time. Like, I literally clicked. Cool. Match is over anyways, so. Cool. Guess we're just done open some packs. Try to make some adjustments to Mardu Control burn. Oh, I can put fetch lands into it. That's stupidly good. And go con. Okay, card. Claw. I don't remember much about this creature. Claw is a bear from Tarkir, right? I want to say that's the case. Cast powerful, greater cost, 2 less to cast. Got a heckin' abilities here. Powerful, cost 2 less to cast. Definitely a card from Tarkir, though. Fucking something. Rakdos. Endearing. Sure, alright. Put those packs. Bunch of those cards and Party Thrasher. Ooh boy. A 1/4 for 2 mana. A Lizard Wizard. Non-creature spells you cast from exile have Convoke. Does that go in the Wizard deck? Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may discard a card. Do exile top 2 cards of your library. And choose one of them. You may play that card this turn. I mean, it's okay. It's at least a lizard wizard. Medallion's kind of a waste. But works great with Karn. Echoes is kind of meh. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Got a bunch of rares though. That's cool. So many rare wild cards. Make decks with them. All Drifter. It's a Flying Annihilator 1. Crazy. And one more. 5 packs. Sounds good. Ooh. A wild card. That's cool. Okay, on over to Mardu Control, question mark. I can actually throw... some fetch lands in here. Fortunately, like, color specificness is a bit too specific. Let's see. If a red source you control would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than this creature's power, to an opponent that source deals damage to equal to Ojer Axnoli's power instead. So anything's kind of buffed up immediately to at least 4. And if you ever do... If you do 4 or more non-combat damage, you may basically turn this land back into Ojer, which can happen quite often. 4 more damage to 4 more. That works actually pretty well with the Deafening Clarion. What's the fastest way? These magic missiles are definitely not good in definitely gonna be good in historic. They're way too slow. Lands. Do an Obnix. Damage each opponent that draws a card whenever they draw a card. That's pretty interesting. We're adding Ob to the sideboard. One more card though. We're applying any and all styles. Need an extra card for sideboard. Interesting. I don't know how good that card is in historic. Too many cards to look through, though. I'll probably eventually find something and go, that's the card I want. Might just do an extra Handcrafts Rampage. I don't know what to do for now. I know there's got to probably be a very good option. What is it? Maybe Fatal Push or something. This is the fetch land. Let's go lands. We'll go like pay 1 life. Oh, they're not available in historic. They're only available in timeless. Right. First entry is the draw card. Flying Life with Indestructible Haste. I mean, this as a backup plan is also not bad. I forgot about Westvale Abbey. Yeah, I forgot the fetch lands are actually not available in this format. I was in the wrong format. We'll get the extra drink bob now. I have no idea what I'm going to bump into over in Historic. Guess we'll just keep it there. I'll just see what happens. Learn by doing and hope I bump into other cards. Cast red or black spells. Well, definitely be doing that. And make another version that's gonna fetch lands. There's other better burnier cards I can probably put into this deck, but we'll see. We'll see. A bit odd, but I'll do it. That's what they do turn 1. Okay. Should put down the like snow-covered plains. Huh. Actually, we'll just draw. I had no way of knowing that was going to be a thing, so... Well, they've all been rather meh. They've been kind of bleh. And I'll still do my activate. Yeah, we'll keep that more than happy to cast that. Put a supplement to keep it. It is still there, keep it on, trapped anyway. Mr. 2-2. They're an aggro deck, so they are exactly what I want. Bait is all done. Main. Make sure it's cast. Oh, they're gonna pay 3 life to get rid of that Clarion. Well, I'm through in the driver's seat now. Let's see what they do. They give me Angrath, cool. They took damage. They took 6 damage and got rid of these 2 cards. Makes sense to me. I'm putting a stop on my upkeep and then I'm going to exile their creatures. Down to 5. I'm at a virtual 5. And then do I stabilize off of it? That's gonna be the question. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Draw. Alright. Lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to give up one of these. Can I exile graveyards? Yeah, I will. I'll exile theirs too. I don't think they're going to recur anything. Nice.
Ever seen your crew for my freedom? A fair price.
Alright. 4 to them. Play my land. End the turn. Now that's gonna die. And, pass. Well, they either have it. Love one. Yeah, fine. But like the whole like, oh, good game. It's like, dude. That's bad manners. Are gonna be a little bit too slow in this matchup. Otherwise, I like you in all other kinds of matchups. Once command to Kaya. She can exile anything with only permanent mana value 1 or less, which is a lot of things in their field. Tegrid's a bit too slow, so we can do Kolaghan's Command. Oh, Kolaghan's Command is going to be phenomenal against them. Yep. Do you think that's exactly how I want to do it then? It's like, alright, Kolaghan's Command is going to deal 2 damage to one of their creatures and make them discard a card. Will really whittle them down. Except when the game does this to me. Well, we'll keep keep 7. It's still good to have a great turn 1. Don't do anything. Okay, that's nice. We're totally set for whatever we want. Gonna go all in? What was that? Oh, I put that aside. Sure. Everything's available. As much available as we need. We'll see if they try to go ham this turn. I think it's +2 +0 to the other usual prowess. So how all in are you going? Yeah. Look at my hand, huh? Bolt your dude. Won't pay anything else this turn. Resolve. What does the backside look like? Creature that attacks this turn. Oh, that is pretty nifty. Alright, we know my shields are down. Give you a chance to take 4. They're gonna let me draw all 3, I'd laugh. Yeah, I'll take the 4. Are you sure about that? Cool. Boy, Boros aggro really upgraded since Lelia's release. I'm totally surprised they're okay with this. Sacrificing? What? Hexproof and indestructible for sacrificing that. Oh, that's so dumb. I may get to do it again, but... I guess my deck cannot keep up with aggro. But... game already knew that, so... what do I do? I mean, nothing really. Keep your Lelia. That's fine. Until the end of your next end step. At the end of your next turn. You get 2 turns to play this. That's nutty.
Ever
Probably
seen
dead
water
anyways.
burn your crew for my freedom? A fair price.
Type 4. This bolts for 2. And they get to play that. Yeah. Just dead. A shame, but it was a good game. Real close somehow. That's enough-ish. Wow, Laura's aggro burn is really efficient. Huh. Well. How about that? Cast 20 or cast 30 and I'm halfway there. Any black or red spell. I'll just play some standard instead and get that one completed, and then I'll call it a night. Matches of just... Why is this door still so glowing? I guess I can do some dog stuff. Like a Frogatog. Gosh, this thing cannot scroll properly. Yay. There's any packs I can get off of that little psychic frog thing. Alright, let's try and play some, maybe I should try and play the Pioneer version. Yeah, I just want the daily. Yeah, maybe I will play the Explorer one. The Pseudo Pioneer. Not finding a match for Historic. That shouldn't take that long. Waiting for the server. You don't say. Chat died. It does do that, and I didn't have the volume thing covering it. Refresh. I don't know why the chat thing likes to die every now and again. I've only been doing that during like the Magic streams mostly. I can't remember the last time I've seen it, do that for something else. But who knows? OBS. I don't use OBS. I use XSplit. The plugin just crashed or whatever, something like that. Some sort of buffer overflow or some sort of computer something or other did a thing. See, that Flange card can only be in whatchamacallit, so. Alright, well, let's see if I can find here. Well, hey, look at all these decks you play for Standard. Don't you want to play them Pioneer? No. No, I don't. platoon. We're really still waiting. People really just like crafting that much. I almost feel like 100% certain that, like, yeah, see, Arena is just being Sergeant Ego. Okay. Oh, what is your name? And is interesting but slow. Yep, way too slow. Games? I don't know, not to my knowledge. Happens sometimes, happens other times. Usually it's based more on maybe length of time than anything else, but... They're doing like what Mono White, like... Boros taxes? Arena just keeps finding like the one deck that can just beat me. I didn't keep an early start hand because it gave me that. The deck is comprised of being about more than just these. I'm getting every top end card? Yeah, that doesn't happen in a real game of Magic. Yo, fire the NASA people already then. Just had to read that card and be like, what the heck is that? Boros deck. I'm just gonna complete my daily off screen because I don't feel like streaming anymore. I guess got myself in the back if I even streamed at all because I was doubting that too, so that went okay enough. What's that cost 7? If I just had all that stuff and I couldn't. That's nice. Yeah, I'm supposed to get out of that. I get like 2-for-1s, like block a creature, make him discard, block a creature, make him discard. What do we get out of that? Every time. Kind of every single time. Don't have a whites either. Maybe I could cast spell boost. Pay the 2 life. We're gonna dealing with Athalia. Take her butt down. Interesting. And convokes. Wow. Huh. Okay. That's cool at least. Magic sure has evolved over the years. Wow. Alright. I don't know, what am I even playing for? I would have thought bolting that would have been like a key play to help me out. I still played a second line act. They would have got it anyways? No, they wouldn't have. I mean, you know, whatever. Pure. Gordon. Save your down. Okay. We've been, huh. I'm flabbergasted what I bumped into. I don't think the deck archetype can exist anymore. Probably can, but Arena's always going to bump me into red-white Boros decks. I drew the spell, though. If I had my leftover thing, I could have put an extra man on belt that. Just taking the damage out as was. I'm gonna put a sword point diplomacy and see if I can get any form of ungotten my lands. That'll probably take 3 damage for the lightning strike. Yep, as expected, just take one type of 3. Oh. Cool. Wow. Going aggro to do the things. I should play blue-red scissors or something. Alright, I guess I would get my 11 casts elsewhere. Put them off screen. Just sit back and chillax, I guess. So, it's been a night. Thanks for joining me along for the ride. As, as pointless as it's all been. So pointless. On Friday with something maybe. I got a stream set up for Saturday. A nifty one. So, if it's warm in your area like it's warm here in Pittsburgh, and you definitely super stay hydrated, go get a good night's rest, and thank you as always for tuning in. And I hope to see you again real soon. The wheel.